So, I want to tell you about two women. Woman number one, she lost a family member. Condolences to her. But instead of her going and grieving with the family, she came to the circle. She chose herself in the middle of loss. And you guys, that is not her being selfish. That is what I call self-keep. Woman number two, she hates to drive. Y'all, she drove 50 minutes all by herself to get to the circle. And she walked in and she looked around and she said, "Oh man, I should have brought my girlfriends." And before she left, she said, "Oh, I'm signing up. I'm signing up for the rest of the series." And the reason is because her body knew before her mind had even finished the thought. These women they're why I do the work. And so today's episode is for the woman who hasn't done what they've done just yet. Welcome back to Still Waters, the podcast for the woman who is tired of being the strong one and ready to remember that rest is sacred. I'm Dr. MaKesha Harris-Lee, your sacred rest coach at Your Rest Coach. You can find me on Instagram or TikTok. So we are in our final episode, you guys, our final episode of the 4-part framework series. And so far we've covered the lay down, still minds, sanctuary. And today is the fourth and the final type. And so I call it self-keep. And so self-keep, what is that? It is the practice of claiming care for yourself. This is not done as a luxury or anything like that. It's a necessity, especially when money is tight, especially when time is short, and especially when just the world is so loud and everybody needs something from you. Self-keep is the refusal. It is the refusal to be last on the list, the own list that you made. It is solitude as devotion. It is friendship with yourself. And it's not a special occasion. It is a daily practice. So we put ourselves last. Why? Because that's how we were trained. We were trained to be good women who sacrifice, strong women who push through, faithful women who are there to serve. And not anybody has ever told us that you cannot serve from an empty space. You can't pour out of what you don't have. So self-keep, that's not the opposite of generosity. It is the foundation of it. So think about the woman who drove the 50 minutes. Like, she almost didn't come. She almost talked herself out of this experience, but she still came anyway. And her body said, yes, this right here is what I needed. Y'all, that is self-keep. That's self-keep in action. She kept herself. And think about the woman who lost someone and she still showed up. Like, I'm sure her family was expecting her to hold space for grief for everybody else. And she's like, nah, And she chose to let somebody else hold space for them. And she chose to let me hold space for her. And so that took courage. That took practice. That is what you call self-keep. And here's the thing about being the last on your list. You don't always notice when it happens. Like, it's something that happens gradually. First, you skip that thing you wanted to do because somebody else needed you, right? Then you skip it again. And then you just stop putting yourself on the list at all. And one day you look up and you can't even remember the last time that you did something that was just for you, like not a family vacation, with the kids, not something at the job, not something down at the church, but something just for you. It's not virtue. That's disappearing. And God did not make us for us to then turn around and disappear, right? So what self-keep actually looks like. It looks like a woman that drove those 50 minutes. It looks like showing up for a circle when grief said stay at home. It looks like taking an extra 10, 15 minutes alone before the rest of the house wakes up. It looks like saying no to that one thing so that you can say yes to yourself. It looks like booking a session. Hello? Going to the circle, laying down and letting somebody else hold the space for once. Self-keep does not have to be expensive. It does not have to be long, another thing on the to-do list. It just has to be intentional and it has to be yours. And so, 4 types, you guys, 4 types of rest, 4 episodes. And every single one of them is pointing to the exact same thing, pointing to the fact that you matter, your body matters, your nervous system matters, your peace matters, right? So the lay down. We had to lay down. You put down the weight of surviving these systems that weren't built for you. We had still mind. You let your mind wander without any kind of guilt. We had the sanctuary built and protect spaces for your body that can trust and self-keep. Stop being last on your own list. This framework was built for Black women, the Black woman experience, and it belongs to any woman who has ever felt the cost of holding everything for everybody else. If that is you, this series was for you. And so we have 7 women, y'all, who are already in the July circle. So we got 5 spots left. Friday, July 25th. We're going to be together for 2 hours. It's intimate, it's intentional. And this is where you practice everything we just talked about. And you're in a room full of women who get it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to perform. Like, I don't even let y'all talk about work, right? Like, we don't do any of that. We just show up and we just hold space for one another. Packages are available. July, August, September, all together, you can get a special rate. The September session, it includes that second aura scan with Anne Marie. So if you made it to the first one, definitely want to get in there and see what changed over the summer. Or if you didn't make it and you still want to come in and get an oral change, aura scan, you can do that. So check the show notes. It'll tell you exactly how to get to me, or you can just DM me the word still, and let's get you going, because self-keep is not selfish, y'all. It is sustainable. And the woman who drove those 50 minutes, she knew it. The woman who chose the circle over grieving with the family, she knew it. And somewhere in you, you know it too. Stop being last. Keep yourself. I'm Dr. MaKesha, Sacred Rest Practice Out Loud. This has been Still Waters. Be still, and you already know God's got the rest.